You can see they're starting to put those finishing touches on that rescue capsule as they prepare to lower it into that rescue shaft. You can see the oxygen tanks there inside that will actually be going 2,000 feet down to collect those miners. Things here, as you might imagine, have reached a feverish pace. I was just walking around the area behind me here called Camp Hope, where the family members have been waiting, some holding vigil for days, for weeks, and you see this look in their faces. There's almost a confusion. They're not quite sure what to do, imagining that this moment has finally arrived as they enter the final stages of this rescue. This is what the miners will see from inside the rescue capsule and what they'll hear. The scraping of rock during a nerve-wracking journey to the surface. It's crunch time. The rescue operation could last till Thursday. Here's how the operation is expected to unfold. Rescue workers are being lowered to assist and send up the miners. Once all of the rescue team is in position, officials expect to be able to extract one miner each hour. The 2,000-foot journey up should take between 10 to 15 minutes. A winch system will haul the miners up at about 3 feet a second. Once out, they will immediately see a doctor in a clinic on site. Urgent cases will be airlifted out. The rest will go through a 1 to 2 hour long stabilization process. After all that, they'll finally be permitted to reunite with family. Only 2 to 3 people picked by the miner. Then the miners go to a nearby hospital for further observation. The exact order of the rescue is still uncertain, but the miners are said to be squabbling over who gets to go last. These ladies are showing me the headlines today. This says, "Today is the day," and this is the hour. Many here are hoping tomorrow's headlines will herald success. It was winter here in the southern hemisphere when the miners were trapped, but it's spring now. It's been an agonizing wait, both below ground and above. In this country that's 70% Catholic, many draw from their faith.
You have to find strength to keep going.
We met Maria Segovia last week, keeping vigil for her brother Dario and bustling around her camp. But lately, she hasn't slept much. Do you know when your brother will come out?
No one knows. I don't care if he comes out first or last. I care that he gets out.
And now these miners will be emerging, Katie, into a very different world. There's talk of book deals, movie deals, screenplays, free vacations. So not only are these miners going to be forced to deal with trying to get their old lives back, they're going to have to deal with this newfound celebrity as well.
And Seth, as we reported, a 31-year-old miner is the first to come out, but there are others who are older. I think the oldest is 63, and others still have medical problems. So why is one of the strongest miners coming out first?
It seems counterintuitive, doesn't it, really? But rescue workers here on the surface have explained to us that they want to glean as much information as they possibly can as these miners make this nail-biting, terrifying, hair-raising 2,000-foot journey to the surface. They want to get as much information as they can from the able-bodied, tech-savvy ones, so that's why some of those guys will come out first. Katie?
And what about the families, Seth? They've been waiting by that mine for more than 2 months. Where are they right now?
Well, unbelievably, Katie, a lot of them are here just right around me. You heard in our package, we explained that only 2 to 3 family members will actually get to meet the miners today. Many will have to wait, possibly for a couple of days.
And they've set up a screen around the rescue shaft. Why is that?
Yeah, I don't know if you can quite see it from where I am, but there is a screen near where the miners will be taken out. They will be brought immediately to this special clinic for medical attention. But the Chilean government has really orchestrated everything, choreographed everything. They don't want pictures, if any problems should occur, to get out to the world media. So we're seeing a lot of pictures, but mostly happy ones, or that's what we expect. Katie?
All right, Seth Doane reporting from near the San Jose mine in Chile. Seth, thanks very much. As Seth just mentioned, all the rescued miners will get a full medical checkup as soon as they emerge. Dr. John LaPuca is here with more on that part of the story. What will doctors be looking for, John, when it comes to examining these miners?
Well, at first, Katie, just the basics: blood pressure, pulse, oxygen level, and a special attention to the lungs, because they've been in this dark, dingy, damp area for so long, they're a setup for lung infections.
And what are some of the risks as they travel to the surface through that capsule, which is quite small?
It's only the diameter of about a basketball hoop. And they're quite concerned. They're actually monitoring them with a machine around their belt. They're going to wear oxygen masks on the way up. But one of the problems is that they're going to faint. The blood, as you stand straight up, pulls to the legs and may not reach the heart and then the brain. Then the other problem is you get to the surface and suddenly, after all this time in darkness, you have the sunlight, which can suddenly harm the eyes. Think of walking out of a theater and that feeling you get, multiply that by 1,000.
And real quickly, what about the psychological issues they may have to confront after being in this situation for so long?
Of course, anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and that's why they're going to be monitored for at least 6 months. I mean, and as Seth was saying about all of this attention they're going to be getting, it's one thing to try to handle the sunlight, but it's a whole other thing to handle the limelight.
That's right. All right, Dr. John LaPook, thanks so much, John.